Welcome back to Broncos Country Connected, presented by Ford. Thanks to modern technology, you can relive almost any moment in Broncos history on the internet. But there is something extraordinary about seeing one specific moment captured in time through photography. From confetti falling on the Super Bowl 50 champions to the first time Russell Wilson set foot at the Broncos practice facility, team photographer Gabe Christus has been tasked with documenting Broncos history for more than a decade. And he is proof that following your passion is the key to finding true happiness.
Sports photography, it's all happening there right in front of you. There's action, there's emotion. It's in a beautiful setting with an incredible stadium around to add to the environment. I feel like my style is more of a documentary style. So I always try to find out what the story is of the day during a game and make sure that I'm following that player that has the story and tell that story through emotion and, peak moments. First discovered my passion for photography looking at old National Geographic magazines at at my parents' house and looking at old baseball cards and football cards. And from there, it just, took a high school photography class and realized then that that's what I wanted to be doing. In high school, I got a job working at a grocery store and put me through college. And after graduating, I sort of stayed at the grocery store for a long time and until I realized that, I need to be doing what I love to be doing. So that's when I went back to school for photojournalism and started working in newspapers and actually got an internship with the former team photographer, Eric Bakke. I learned not only just how to take better photos, but also just how to act around the team, how to present myself, how to treat other people. He was, just instrumental in basically almost everything that I do right now. I wouldn't be able to have done it without him, so. When Eric moved to a location that was a little bit further away from the practice facility, I stepped in and took over the main responsibilities. And here I am, as the lead team photographer. Well, a normal game day at home, I'm getting to the stadium 4 or 5 hours before kickoff. If I have a special project that day, whether it's an event happening before the game or at halftime, or I'm planning to set up a remote, then obviously I'm bringing in special equipment, making sure that everything is planned out for the day. I'm talking with other photographers doing other things throughout the day, so making sure that they know what's going on and they're in the right places for everything. Once players start arriving, then I'm usually out on the field trying to capture some pregame stuff. Sometimes I'll be out in the parking lot getting them, on their arrivals and also getting, fan photos as well. Pregame is a lot of fun because I get to be there a lot closer to the players. I can tell stories a lot easier during pregame than I can during the game. Once the game starts, it's just nonstop work. I'm shooting every single play. I'm looking to get in isolation photos of players, of coaches, of fans. Then, post game, especially if it's a win, it's a mad rush onto the field to get photos of coaches or players shaking hands, giving hugs, swapping jerseys, and then, it's into the locker room to take photos of, celebration and speeches after a win. The difference between a good shot and a great shot is a good shot has a lot of things going for it. It may have really nice light or really nice composition, but a great shot has everything going for it. It's got nice light, great composition, and of course the moment. I always feel like the moment is the most important thing in any photo. And if you can get a great moment with great light and great composition, then it's hard to miss with something like that. Well, some of the challenges of covering a game is, you're dealing with changing light conditions, so you always have to be on your game to make sure that you're in the best spot to get the photos that you need. Sometimes the tough light becomes amazing light, but easily with amazing light you can lose it really quick when a player runs into a shadow or something like that. Another challenge would be just dealing with weather. You've got rain, snow. I would take shooting in snow over rain any day though, because rain, it just kind of gets into everything. At least with the snow, you can kind of brush it off, and it also adds to the photos. I mean, there's nothing like shooting a snow game. Being the team photographer, I obviously have access that most other photographers don't have access to. So I take that really seriously as far as making sure that I'm covering everything and making sure that everything is well documented. One of my favorite events that I've ever covered with a team is at Super Bowl 48 in New York City, when Thunder did the tour to all the morning shows in Times Square. It was a pretty cool experience. Luckily, I've had the chance to go to 2 Super Bowls to help cover the team. Super Bowl 50 was absolutely incredible. It was kind of a blur to cover. Once the game got started, it was really fun knowing just how well they were playing and just how they had an answer for everything that the Panthers had to throw at them. So some of the things that I love most about being the Broncos team photographer is being able to document history. The Broncos have a huge following, not only here in Denver, but the surrounding areas. And the team really means a lot to a lot of people. Spending time with the players, at community events and watching them on field, it's great to see how not only they're helping the community, but just that they're great people on and off the field. Having the opportunity to be the team photographer for the Denver Broncos is truly an honor.
To see more of Gabe's great work, click the photo tab on the Denver Broncos website or check out his personal site, GabrielChristus.com. Well, that's all the time we have for Broncos Country Connected, but from all of us here with the Denver Broncos,